We are now looking at the aggregation functions, the mathematical aggregation functions, namely count, count A, count blank, and count if. The name itself would suggest what it does. What does the count function do? The count function counts the number of numeric entities or entries in a list. Okay, only numericals. It will ignore the blanks, texts, and errors that are there in your data. Let's use this and find out. Very simple. Put in is equal to, so it counts the number of cells in a range that contains number. What you need to do is just select the array that needs to be counted. Here it will be C4 to E4. Close the bracket and click enter. It is giving us a count 3. Yes, there are 3 entries under this array, so it gives us the number 3. Let's copy paste this across to find out all of them. 3. This is also okay. There's a negative number. Since it's a number, it'll count that as well. Now there is a date in this data set, in this array. Still it give us a number 3. Now date has a format. Okay, it has a number associated to it, hence it counts that as well. Here also there's time, is a number, so it gives us the count 3. Here if you see, it is giving us a count 2. That is because we have a blank, and count ignores blank. Here it giving us a 2 because there's a text. Similarly over here, if you see, there's a error, #div error, hence again it is giving us a 2. So this counts the number of numeric entities, but it ignores the errors, text, and blanks. What does count A do? This will count the number of numeric as well as text entries in a list, though it will ignore blanks. So count A counts the number of cells in a range that are not empty. Let's select the value, the array, click on enter. We'll copy this across, and here you will find that since there was a blank, it is giving us only 2, but it is considering the text as well as error in its calculation. Next is count blank, which will basically count the number of blanks in your array. So count blank, let's give the range, and you see that there are 2 blanks, rightly so. There are 2 blanks in our array, and it has given us the count of the blanks. Finally, count if. Now what does count if do? This function counts the number of items which match the criteria that has been set by the user. Okay, there can be various criteria which can be applied. We're going to use few of these criterias. For example, from this data set, we want to find out how many brake shoes have been bought. So how many times brakes have been bought over here? If you can see, brakes have been mentioned twice, so it should be 2. Let's use the COUNTIF to do this. Counts the number of cells within a range that meet the given condition. We give the range. We also need to give the criteria. So for the criteria, put in comma, and under inverted commas, we want the brakes. So we type in brakes, close the inverted commas, enter. Brakes is what we have got twice. How many tires have been bought? Similar thing. COUNTIF. We give the range. Next we give the criteria. 3. 1, 2, and 3. Finally, how many items cost 100 or above? Again COUNTIF. 100 or above. Let's give the range. Greater than 100. So under inverted commas, greater than is equal to 100. Close the inverted commas and the bracket, gives you 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. You can count the name of the item. For example, if we want to count service, again we can use COUNTIF. We need to give the range, the criteria. We had written service over here, right? So you can either type in service or link service. Okay, so this is how you can use the COUNTIF. So these were the aggregation functions that we have discussed: count, count A, count blank, and count if.